Farming is more than getting food on the table, and most of the people have run out of that mentality that if you're in farming, you can only get food to eat. When I just look at even my chicken, it gives me the motivation to increase more and more. Even if you're raising few birds, for example, 50 chicken, it gives you the motivation to increase on the numbers because they look like nature. And that means that at the end of it all, you will be increasing on your earnings. Right now, I'm washing the feeders because down there on the lower floor, the chicks are congested. I need to transfer them to different chicken houses. But before that, I have to first clean the feeders, and I clean the feeders only once when I get the new chicks, up to the time when I sell them and it is time to bring other chicks. That is when I wash the feeders. For the drinkers, it is a must. It is every day. When I have to use them every day, and I wash them every day. The floor was repaired because it had some holes, damages, and it was repaired. And you have to spray the chicken house before you bring the chicks, even if when they are older. If you're bringing chicken to a floor where they have never been raised to, please try it as much as you can to spray 3 times with disinfectants to kill the bacteria, all the germs, so that they can stay healthy. You spray the floor, you spray the walls, even besides the roof. Another thing, that these chicks have made 1 month and 1 week, but we still close the windows because they are still affected by the cold. We're not going to light the stove because these are hot days, but in cold days we have to light the stove, one stove at least during the day. They still feel the coldness. If you're planning to start a poultry farm, make sure that you close each and every roof, whereby you're not affected by the wild animals. All the cats that you're raising at home, they can eat the chicks from day 1 up to 2 months and a half. So to avoid that, make sure that each and every space is closed with a wire mesh or something that cannot allow the cat or any animal to enter, especially at night when you're not around. Farming has changed my life. It can change yours too if you practice it. Learn something from the theory. Start with what you have. Practice it with the love. When in any business we find challenges, and I keep on moving because I understood the business, when to make the profits and when to leave the profits to run the business. And I understand that in every business or in every sector, there is good and bad times. So if you understand that, poultry farming won't affect you. Make sure that if you want to start poultry, you can practice the work by yourself, especially in the beginning before you employ anyone. In that, when you employ someone to help, you know what that person is going to do at what time, as you're going to direct that person. It's upon you. But make sure that you learn the business very well. Poultry farming is not meant for the lazy people, because you have to do the work you did yesterday. You're going to repeat it the next day, even the other day, up to the time when you're going to sell the chicken. Meaning that if you're lazy, you're not going to manage each and everything the right way, and you're reducing on your profits, you're increasing on the costs, all expenses. So I do most of my work to minimize the expenses and increase on the earnings. If I want my earnings to build the business, I'll do that. If I want to enjoy my earnings, then I'll do the same. But make sure that you reduce on the costs, all the expenses you incur in poultry, those unnecessary one. You will make it. If you love poultry farming, please join us. Let's enjoy the business. I thank you all for your support, plus the love. This is my poultry business. I run it with care. Just looking at my chicken makes me smile. The stress ran away out of my head because they look beautiful. They are nature to me. So guys, I bought these chicks from a different company, but I've never raised their chicks. However, I took a risk, and right now the chicks are growing faster. They're gaining the weight faster. They are healthy. To be sincere, they are healthy, and I want to see how they will be laying, because the first thing that I've seen to this chicken, they will make the good of layers because they are big. Their length is quite good, which means that their of layers will be good. Remember, this feeding also matters. Yes, I feed them very well, and according to the breed, they are good. But I have to first see how they lay eggs, how many eggs they can give me per day. If you're really interested in poultry, welcome to the new world. Thanks again. Let's meet.